Hey, what's up, world? It's your girl, Brittany, and today I have somebody that's very special. Evan Ross, what's going on?
What's going on?
How are you?
So good.
Okay, so you're getting ready to actually go to sound check because you have a great performance tonight.
I'm hoping it's gonna be great. Yeah,
I know it's. So you have to speak it into the universe.
It will be a great performance.
It is.
Yeah, I think it will be.
And you're actually performing with Dallas Austin tonight, right?
No, I usually do perform with Dallas.
Okay.
I'm not performing with Dallas tonight. Well, we do like the Sayers Club once in a while together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's like my brother, but he won't be here. I think I'm the only one performing tonight.
That's kind of
pressure.
A very like life imitating art kind of situation between you and Dallas.
Yeah.
But were you actually really cool with Dallas before you played him in the TLC biopic, or did you guys kind of forge like a good relationship with each other?
Oh, you know, we met on ATL when I was my first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Movie. Yeah, he produced that movie. I was 15 years old, and he was the man, and we all wanted to hang out with Dallas, and then we all became best friends with Dallas. And then from then on, like he literally became like my big brother, and we've been, you know, big brothers and crazy forever. And then he called me one day and he was like, "So I'm on the other phone." No, actually, what happened was he was on the phone with me. He goes, "Can you be on hold for a second?" What is that? No, I was standing right next to him. They called him to play, to do the story. And they're like, "Who do you want to play you in the TLC movie?" And he was like, Evan Ross. And they were like, "Well, do you have a way of getting in touch with him?" He's like, "They standing right next to me." Yeah, of course.
Of course. Duh,
I
stay
love
right
to play
here.
Dallas. It's perfect.
It's perfect, right? Okay, so let's talk about the music. Let's talk about the new single, T.I. Because I know most people know you from acting, but you come from a musical family. Obviously, your mom is like the supreme queen diva of all time, Diana Ross.
Yeah.
How has she kind of influenced and inspired you to embark on a musical career?
I feel like it's hard not to be inspired by her in general. I think in all aspects of life. I think when you watch somebody be the best at what they can be, I don't think there's anybody that's ever gotten even close. You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know, whether it comes to movies or music or all those creative things, you start being inspired by what people can do and create, you know, more creators than anything else. So I've always been really enticed by what she's done. And I think in the beginning she was like, "I know you love this, but like take a moment," you know? Yeah. And I think getting into the acting part was a lot easier first because I could play somebody else's story. Telling your own story is a whole different thing. I think when you're really young, you don't really have much of a story to tell, so either somebody in the business is telling you to talk about this or do that. Whether you could sing or not, it's just more of a where you should be in the puzzle. And so when you have your own voice, that's the time I think you should do music. So I've been singing my whole life, but it was the first time I actually had a story I wanted to tell.
Yeah. Now, is your mom a stage mom? Like, does she get behind, like, Evan, like, is she, like...
She's definitely not a stage mom, but she's definitely involved.
Okay.
My mom came to the show at Sayers the other night. She, like, literally made the show. I mean, she was like, "Do it again. Do your single, the last one, because that's what people need to hear at the end." And she's like, everybody sing along. Like, she made the show something really special. But she's one of those people that is as involved as I want her to be. She never oversteps anything. She just wants to, you know, she believes in what it is. She knows that in the end, she's like, you trust your gut. You know what's right and what's wrong, you know?
That's really good. Tell me about How to Live Alone and what kind of inspired that song.
So How to Live Alone, it kind of encompasses the idea of the album. I feel like I want to talk about the idea of love and bringing back the positivity of finding love, you know? I think for a long time too, in your young ages, it is cool to be like, you know, how many girls can I get or whatnot like that, which is cool. I mean, we've all been there, but I think everybody searches to find the person they love, and the song was basically about me getting married and the thought of, you know, if I couldn't be with the person I loved, I'd learn how to live alone. And when I played that record for T.I., I played him a ton of records, and I played him that record, and it stuck with him too, because I feel like there's something about that statement, and as a married man as he is with children and this, that, and the other, that you understand the feeling of, you know, if it wasn't you, then I would just learn to live alone, you know, because there is no one but you, you know.
Okay, so today we are celebrating the life of Michael Jackson. Give me like one of the moments that was like your fondest moment of Michael and hanging out with Michael.
I mean, he's one of my favorite people in the entire world, and I was so lucky to be able to be so close to him. I actually wish he got to meet my wife and, you know, a lot of the people in my life because he was so unbelievably talented and incredible. And he would call me all the time. I'll tell you a fun story about him though, because a lot of times we would just be on the phone. But I remember I was at Gold Bar in New York at a club, and he called me at like 3 in the morning. He was like, "What are you doing?" Applehead. He used to call me, or we used to call each other Applehead or Doodle. What? Applehead. What are you doing, Applehead? And I was like, "Oh, I'm in the club." I was like, "Can't hear you. I'll go outside." He's like, No. He's like, "I want to hear it." He's like, "Put me on speaker." So I put him on speaker on the phone, and I let the club play for a little bit. And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, No. I want to keep hearing. He just listened to the music in the club because he wanted to hear what was going on, you know. Because he always stayed in touch with what people were liking at that time. He was very aware of what was going on. He just stayed up listening. Just kept the phone on the table at the club with the speaker on it, just listening.
Yeah. How did you know when to be like, okay, like, are you want me to still?
Well, I kept asking, and he was like, No, it's good.
Just
and he's like, I'll get off when it's done.
And he was just getting energy from the
Well,
speaker.
no, but he likes to know what people are enjoying, you know. And he's not gonna sit in the club, so it's like, But he was brilliant and one of the most caring people in the world. Never forgot anything, and was, you know, and loved my mother more than anything. Hey, this is Evan Ross, and you're watching GlobalGrind.com.